Welcome. I'm Robby Wilson. I'm the founder of the Wilson History and Research Center. We're the world's leading authority, as well as the largest collection of 20th century military headgear, with close to 17,000 pieces of all kinds under our care. As you know, we offer a repeating section called Featured Artifacts. This is a videotape presentation of some of what we consider to be our most outstanding pieces. Now, we don't consider the value of the artifact. We don't consider its prestige. What we consider is the degree of interest which the piece generates. By offering this series, we hope to provide you insight into the world of military headgear. So welcome to this edition of Featured Artifacts. The artifact for this edition is what is known as a beaver skin U.S. Navy bi-corner hat made in the 1930s. This hat belonged to Admiral John Sidney McCain, grandfather of Senator John McCain of Arizona. A bicorn hat, also referred to as a cocked hat or fore and aft hat, which was a popular form of formal headwear, was worn by naval officers in the United States military through World War II. This hat features many of the traditional trademarks found on Navy bicorns through the world, including the black fur beaver construction with tassels of gold bullion on each end and large gold lace on the right front. Black silk trimming signifies the rank of commander or captain, which McCain would have held prior to his promotion to Rear Admiral in early 1941. This bicorn saw use in the United States Navy until 1940, when it was discontinued in lieu of more modern apparel. Admiral McCain had this hat custom made by the F.J. Smith Company of Annapolis, Maryland. That company was one of the most prestigious of all. And now something for you historians. John Sidney McCain Sr. was born on August 9, 1884. He attended the Naval Academy at Annapolis, Maryland, and graduated in 1906 with a commission and rank of midshipman. Some of his first assignments were to the Pacific, specifically in the Philippines. During World War I, McCain served aboard a convoy escort ship in the Atlantic, distinguishing himself in all he did. During the interwar years, McCain learned to fly as per the requirements of all Navy officers at the time. When McCain entered World War II in December 1941, he held the position of Commander of Air Forces for Western Sea Frontier and South Pacific Force. Not bad for a young guy. It was during this command that McCain had controversy which arose over an order which appeared to fail proper reconnaissance. This allowed the Japanese forces to ambush the U.S. naval forces near Guadalcanal. Though the Navy suffered serious losses, the Guadalcanal campaign, as we all are proud of, was considered successful, and McCain's mistake did not hinder his illustrious career. In 1942, Admiral McCain became Chief of the Bureau of Naval Aeronautics, where he served as an administrative assistant and then administrator. In August of 1943, he was promoted to the rank of Vice Admiral and assigned to a newly created position of Deputy Chief of Naval Operations, Air. Admiral McCain Sr. worked tirelessly in these positions in an effort to acquire more aircraft and pilots for the Navy. His work was successful, and his tireless efforts helped supply many of the air operations that were central to the success of the Pacific Campaign. In October 1944, McCain took command of Naval Carrier Group 38 and successfully defended the 7th Fleet from Japanese attack after Admiral Halsey, in his planning, had left the fleet open in pursuit of a Japanese decoy. Though Halsey fell into the Japanese trap, McCain was able to maneuver his ships in order to blunt the prime Japanese offensive. McCain's forces then brought the full fury of the U.S. Navy to bear. By August 1945, his planes destroyed an astounding 3,000 enemy aircraft, crippling them in their attempt to dominate air superiority. McCain participated in the surrender of Japan at Tokyo Bay on September 2nd, 1945, before heading back to the United States. While attending a welcome home party 4 days later, Admiral McCain suffered a heart attack and passed away. The Navy gave him the rank of full admiral posthumously. The Wilson History and Research Center acquired the hat in June 2010 from the National Leadership Foundation, which in turn received it directly from McCain's granddaughter. It had been stored in the family's attic since his death in 1945. We're proud to have Admiral McCain's headpiece here at the Wilson History and Research Center. We invite you to come see us. We invite you to come research it and our other pieces with us. But most of all, we invite you to participate with us in the great changes which are taking place at the Wilson History and Research Center. Well, I'm Robby Wilson. Once again, thank you for watching this edition of Featured Artifacts. I hope you enjoyed this edition featuring the Bicorn of Admiral John McCain Sr. and continue to view our ever-changing website. Thank you and good night.